ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's game between the Elizabethtown Lady Panthers and the North Hardin Lady Trojans. This is KSBN, the Kentucky Sports Broadcasting Network. I'm Gary Franklin, along with my broadcast partner, Steve Ballard, and these are not only the top teams in the 17th District playing tonight here at North Hardin Gymnasium, but they are also the top teams in the 5th region. It should be a fantastic ball game.
Yes, it should, Gary. It's two great teams, as you say, in the 5th region. It's always a dogfight when the E-Town Panthers and North Hardin Trojans get together.
Well, these teams have not seen each other so far this season. They do have one common opponent, though, and that was Adair County. And recently on Saturday, this past Saturday, E-Town faced Adair County, who came into that ball game leading in the region with wins. And you never can tell about a ball team until you match them up with great competition. And I think in this case, Adair County lost to E-Town 74-39 on Saturday, and it really was a beatdown in Panther Gymnasium. Now, North Hardin, on the other hand, played Adair County back on December the 20th and lost the ball game 65-61. So both North Hardin and E-Town beat a pretty good Adair County team. It's just a toss-up when you bring it in here.
Yeah, it is. It's surprising. When you look at it on paper, you think E-Town's got a much bigger advantage. They've beaten the other teams by quite a bit. I think another common opponent's been Central Hardin. E-Town put a whooping on Central Hardin pretty bad last week, I believe it was. And I think North Hardin was upset by Central Hardin. So when you look at paper, E-Town should be the stronger team. We'll see. We always know in the past when North Hardin and E-Town get together, it's usually a good fight.
One thing you'll see different about E-Town's lineup tonight is they're going to be without starter Anna Bowling. Anna's been out with some stiffness in her back. I think she'll be back in the coming weeks, but that'll certainly be up to her physicians. And I just talked to her briefly before the ball game. She said, I'm fine. My back's just going to have to heal up. So we'll see what happens for the starters for E-Town tonight. It's going to be Tara Gilpin and Kaylin Cecil, along with Darian Huff taking Anna Bowling's spot. At forward spot, it's going to be number 20, Aaron Bowley. And at center, Darian Ditto is going to start for the Panthers. For the North Hardin Lady Trojans, it's going to be Kiara Jones starting at guard alongside Brianna Woodson, Dominique Taft. Chanel Roberts will be at the forward spot, and at the other forward spot will be Morgan Barrick. We will be back on KSBN right after this to the first quarter of action from North Hardin Gymnasium. It'll be Elizabethtown's Lady Panthers against the North Hardin Lady Trojans. We'll be back on KSBN. An exciting matchup in girls basketball, but especially this year when both teams come in with very similar records. E-Town comes in as a visiting team with an 11-2 record on the season, 4-0 in district play, where North Hardin 13-3, they come in with a 2-1 district count. And here come the Trojans.
Looks like E-Town's going to start out in a 2-3 zone.
Long three-pointer, no good for the North Hardin Trojans. Brianna Woodson lined it up and couldn't make it. Rebound by the Panthers. Out with it is Cecil. Almost stolen away that time. Dominique Taft had her hand on it for the North Hardin Trojans. We're just starting this ball game. 7:31 left to go in the first quarter of action. Our score is a double goose egg, 0-0. Here are the Panthers. Here's Gilpin. Huff's got it for the Panthers. Back outside to Cecil. Takes a look. Long three-pointer and a good one for Ditto.
Nice patience with the basketball for the good shot.
Panthers had their hands all over the ball as North Hardin brought it up. Tidmont having a discussion with the official down there on the sideline. I think he thinks maybe E-Town should have had that basketball. North Hardin getting ready to sit it back into play. Lob it way out that time. Taft has it, throws it in, and picked away by E-Town and kicked out of bounds.
They were playing a 2-3 zone, and they tried to split the middle there, but luckily Kaylin got back and knocked it loose.
And it comes from Woodson back over to Taft. Jones has it back over to Taft. Taft, very small guard for North Hardin. It's a down low to Roberts. She takes the shot, can't make it. Out come the Panthers. Here's Cecil, long three, and it's no good. Ditto comes up with a rebound, and she's quickly fouled. That foul's going to be against number 12, Chanel Roberts. That's her first, team's first, and the first foul of the ball game. 6:25 left to go in the first quarter of action. 3-0. E-Town leads it over the North Hardin Lady Trojans. Gilpin gets it in, gets it to Huff. Huff in trouble, gets it back over to Gilpin. She runs in, tries to lay it up, but is fouled in the process. That's going to be 2 fouls on Roberts for North Hardin. That's her second. That's 2 fouls on North Hardin. At the line will be number 5, Tara Gilpin. Can't make the first. Checking in for North Hardin is number 32, Brianna Edmonds. Out of the ball game comes Roberts.
Gary, it'll be interesting to watch Darian. She's a freshman. I don't know if this is her first game starting or not, but she's in there for Bowling Girl. It'll be interesting to see how she handles the pressure.
Gilpin missed a pair right there. Taft has it, throws it long down court. They drive it, and we've got a foul under the basket. I'm imagining that will be against Ditto, and it is. That'll be Darian Ditto's first foul at the line for North Hardin's Lady Trojans is number 11, Kiera Jones. Jones' first shot, she cans it. 6:06 left to go in the first quarter of action. Our score 3-1. E-Town leads it over the North Hardin Lady Trojans. And she makes a pair. Here's Bowley going to bring it up for the Lady Panthers. She brings it all the way up. Struggled getting the ball up court, but she was fouled on the way.
North with the full court pressure, and so they just threw the ball back to Bowley, who's bringing the ball in. And she can handle the ball. She can bring it up if she needs to.
Lob into Bowley. She goes all the way to the basket, and she's fouled. So the fouls are starting to pile up for North Hardin. That's on number 5, Brianna Woodson. That's her first. That is the 4th team foul on the Trojans. We're not even 2 minutes into this ball game yet. So they've been really working it at the line. Bowley, and she cans it. Bowley makes a pair, and E-Town leads it now by a 5-2 mark.
E-Town with the full court press as well.
Woodson trapped, and it's stolen away by the Panthers. Here's Gilpin all the way down, lays it up, and she's fouled.
Good defensive pressure for the steal there.
That's going to be against Dominique Taft. That's her first. 5 team fouls on the Trojans, and at the line is Tara Gilpin for the Panthers, and she cans it. Gilpin steps back up, and she's got it. North Hardin's had problems, and they steal it away again. Under the basket and a foul.
Mercy.
Kaylin Cecil was waiting. They got the ball in bounds. She was able to score the basket and get the foul, and she goes to the line to make it the old... Wait a second.
Oh.
They said no basket. They say she was in the...
I didn't understand that. She muscled that one in.
Well, they must have called that on the floor, but I don't know how they could have done that. I mean, she was in the act of shooting. So
yeah, it's a shame. She should have got credit for that. But
they wave off the basket, but they give Brianna Woodson the foul. So that's 2 fouls on number 5 for the North Arden Lady Trojans. She gets it inbounds. Here's Cecil. Back out to Huff, and they'll start it at the top. Gilpin drives around. And there's a shot. Comes off. No good. I don't know that she drew much iron that time. North Arden came out with it and promptly throws the ball away, Steve. 7-2 is our score. E-Town leads it over North Arden. 5:20 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, North Arden looking a little bit sloppy here in the beginning.
Here's Huff, bringing it up for the Panthers. Cecil has it, top of the key, looks right. Goes back over to Huff. Huff spins in the lane. I think that was a shot. It looked like a shot. She may have been trying to get it into Boley.
She made a nice spin move there in the middle.
That foul's going to be against number 41, Morgan Barrick, for the North Arden Lady Trojans. 17 fouls now. Huff at the line. And gets it.
It's a good shooting, good free throw shooting team. I think they're shooting 70% on the year.
Huff back up and makes a pair. E-Town has applied the pressure, and it has paid dividends. Boley had a hand on it that time, flicked it out of bounds. North Arden cannot do much with the Panthers right now in this ball game. Panther pressure is really taking its toll in the first quarter. Woodson tries to get it in bounds and does. Gets it over to Jones. Correction, she got it out to Taft, and Taft drives in, and there's a foul on the Panthers. That's going to be against number 22, Darian Huff. That's her first, team second. It'll be out of bounds for the Lady Trojans. She gets it out there. 3-point, long basket, no good. And laid up and in by number 32, Brianna Edmonds. So after a long three-point attempt, was no good. They were under for a good position for the rebound, laid it in. Here's up with it for the Lady Panthers. Long three-pointer by Cecil.
Mercy, that was a beautiful.
In there for Cecil. What a three.
Yep. He's an excellent shooter.
North Arden has to call a timeout. It is the first quarter of action, our score. 12 for E-Town, 4 for North Arden, 4:11 left to go. We'll be back after this. We're back, 4:11 to go in the first quarter of action. Our score, E-Town 12, North Arden 4. North Arden's got it under the basket, can't lay it in. Here's Taft with it. Over to Woodson. Kick ball, that's going to be, Cecil had her leg outstretched to kick the ball, so it's going to be North Arden basketball.
E-Town's got the height advantage on North Arden, and they're all arms and legs out there on the zone, and North can't seem to get it around them.
Well, Taft and Woodson are so small at guards for North Arden, it's really difficult to see over that defensive pressure.
Yeah. And you got Boley out here at the point, the tallest girl on the team.
Tapped away again, out of bounds by Gilpin. Checking into the ball game for the North Arden Lady Trojans is number 11, Kiara Jones.
That can be real intimidating, having the tallest guy on the team out on the point when you're a guard coming across that court, thinking how you're going to get the ball past her.
Here's Jones to Woodson. Stolen away by Boley. Drives all the way down and lays it in. E-Town, big lead right now, and North Hardin takes it all the way back down the other end. They beat the pressure that time by just passing over it.
Yeah.
That's going to be against Boley. That's her first foul.
That was on Gilpin, I believe, wasn't it?
Now they've got Huff up on the board, so we're going to have to go with Huffer right now. 2 fouls on, I'm sorry, correction. That's going to be, against Terry Huff.
It's on Gilpin.
Okay, they changed it on the scoreboard, so we've got Gilpin with her first foul of the ball game. Just 3 team fouls for the Panthers. As Gilpin comes out into the ball game for the Panthers. I think that was Cleaver that came in for the Panthers. $14-5 is our score in the first quarter of action. 3:09 left to go in the first. Here's Ditto, top of the key, over to Huff. And we're going to have a push that time. I think it is going to be on Huff.
Just looking at the matchup, I would think Huff should be able to take it to the hole on this girl and either draw the foul or be able to draw the defense and dish it off.
That foul's on Kiara Jones. That's her first, and the fouls, as you say, are piling up against North Hardin. It is terribly difficult to see. We're at the top of the gymnasium tonight. As Huff cans her first. That is Alexis Powell in the ball game for the Elizabethtown Panthers.
Yeah, looks like Cleaver has checked in as well.
Trojans having all kinds of problems hanging on the basketball tonight. Kiara Jones has it, drives it, and lays it in.
She split the seam and just threw it up there, and then E-Town's got to close off that seam on that.
Here's up, goes over to Boley. Boley, an 18-footer, she's got it.
Nice shot, Boley.
Well, if you want to stop the momentum, just come down and nail a 15 to 18-footer.
Yeah.
Here's Jones with it, drives all the way down, and she's going to be fouled. That foul's going to be against Rihanna Cleaver. That's her first. At the line for the Lady Trojans is going to be Kiara Jones. Can't make her first. 17-7 is our score. E-Town leads it over North Hardin. 2:17 left to go in the first quarter of action. Here's Jones, steps back up and can't make it. Rebound for Cleaver, gets it out there to Huff. And the Panthers looking to set the offense. Long three-pointer, no count. I think that was mud in the ball game. Boley gets a rebound and lays it in.
Kinsey Mudd, number 15, did attempt that three.
North Hardin just can't get the ball up the court. I mean, they have had all kinds of problems handling the basketball so far. Here's Huff slowly bringing it up for the Panthers. They lead it 19-7. Here's Powell with it. Down in the corner. Long three is good. Here's a steal by the Lady Panthers, and we've got a blocking foul that time.
Boley hit the three as well. Inside and outside, she's doing it.
Well, Boley had a long three and then comes back down, gets her hands on the basketball, and she's going to be a dandy. There's no question about that. So Boley at the line. We've got a timeout on the court. 1:26 left to go in the first quarter. Our score, 22-7. E-Town leads it over the North Hardin Lady Trojans. We'll be back on KSBN. All right, we're back. 1:26 left to go in the first quarter of action. Our score, E-Town leads it over North Hardin, 22-7. Bowley stepped up, couldn't make it.
I think it's the first.
And another steal by the Panthers.
Boy.
They've made a fortune tonight on steals, and Bowley drives it in and lays it in.
The defense just said, I can't guard her, and she just took it all the way in.
Here's Jones for North Hardin. Shot was no good by Taft, and E-Town comes out with it. Powell takes it all the way in. Be a foul on North Hardin. That's the second foul on Kiara Jones for North Hardin as Powell goes to the line. Powell's first shot's no good. Checking in the ball game for E-Town is number 5, Tara Gilpin. Into the ball game for North Hardin, number 32, Brianna Edmonds.
E-Town's already in the double bonus.
And Powell's got it. Big lead for the Lady Panthers. 25-7 is our score. North Hardin basketball. Jones has got it, top of the key. Roberts with it on the right-hand side. Roberts' quick 8-footer is no good. Bounces off. E-Town's got it. And they're running. Here's Mudd. Long three-pointer is no good. And that was Cleaver laying it back up and in.
Well, they've...
And that'll do it for the first quarter. Our score, 27-7. E-Town leads it over North Hardin. We'll be back for the second quarter here on KSBN. Merrick had the basketball and walked with it, so E-Town's going to get it back and probably hold on to it for the last shot. Maybe. 25 seconds. And Bowley drives it in, and we've got a collision, and we've got a charge. She drove it all the way down the baseline, and North Hardin got back, got set up, and drew the foul. So North Hardin's going to get the basketball and a chance to cut into this E-Town lead. 18 seconds left to go in the first quarter or first half.
Get a little hope into their game.
And North Hardin loses the basketball again. It went. They're terrible with the basketball tonight. It went into pass. Pass couldn't hang on to it. E-Town comes up with it. 6 seconds left to go. Here's Gilpin with it. Going to run it in and lay it up no good. And that's going to do it for the first half of action. Our score, 33-21. E-Town leads it over North Hardin. And we'll be back after this for the third quarter of action with our score. E-Town 33, North Hardin 21. This is KSBN. Get ready to start the second half of action tonight. Our score is Elizabethtown 33. North Hardin is 21. Out on the court right now for the Lady Panthers is going to be, well, Livy Bowley is out there in the starting nod for the, I take that back, that's Kaylin Cecil and then Bowley, so it looks like the original starters. E-Town steals the ball away. Here is Huff. Gets it down to Kaylin Cecil. And, folks, if I've made a few mistakes on numbers and names tonight, I'm sorry. We are way far away from the court tonight as we're sitting in the top of the gymnasium here at North Hardin. Here's Tara Gilpin. Gets it down to Bowley. Spins in the lane. Doesn't know what to do. Gets it back out to Gilpin. Here's Huff with it. Really guarded, really tough that time by Taft.
Huff was a little bit out of control there.
He down throws the ball away. It's going to be North Arden basketball. Here's Taft with it. Gets it over to Roberts and down in the corner. Jones had it. Tapped away by the Panthers. It's going to remain with the Lady Trojans. So Chanel Roberts will have it. And I'm not sure what happened there. I think she got too close to the sideline. So
I think the ref didn't make a good pass to her.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Here's Taft. Tipped out of bounds once again by the Lady Panthers. As I said, E-Town's got Hart County in Mumfordville. And we've got a plastic ball rolls out on the court.
I think that came from Jason, our cameraman. Jason.
Rolled out on the court, and here we go. 6:51 left to go in the third quarter of action. Here's North Arden, spins in the lane, gets it up, no good. Puts it back up, no good. The Panthers come out there with a rebound. Here's Boley. Roberts on her, and Boley's got it back. She gets it all the way down.
Nice
it's over to Ditto and lays it up. And the foul's going to be that time on Roberts. I think they got Taft for that foul. So Ditto at the line. And knocks him down. So Darian Ditto came in the first half, hit a big three-pointer to start the ball game, and now she's got two big free throws. And great defense as Ditto was there to create a wall. And the Panthers come out of there with a rebound, leading 35-21. 6:15 left to go in the third quarter. Boley's got it. And we've got a timeout quickly on the court as Tim Mudd didn't like what he saw. 6:04 left to go in the third quarter. E-Town leads at 35-21. We'll be back after this. Back for the timeout. It'll be Panther basketball. Here's Huff. Throws it in the corner to Cecil. She quickly throws it away. Out of there is Woodson with it. And I cannot believe they called Ditto on that. They called her on the blocking foul. Steve, did she have position? She looked like she had been camping there.
I thought she was there. What's the call?
Had to be a foul.
It looks like North Arden coach is upset, so I'm not sure which way it went.
Well, I'm not sure what happened.
Well,
they
it had to be on E-Town. North Arden's got the ball.
Here's Jones with it. Over to Woodson and down low. And North Arden can't make it, puts it back up and in. So Roberts had it, got her own rebound, laid it up and in. 5:31 left to go in the third quarter.
Darren Ditto's hurt. I don't know if she's got a cramp or what, but she walked off the court. She's in pain.
I'm not sure. She's grimacing in pain, but she's walking. Brianna Cleaver comes into the ball game, and the reason why I hate to see Ditto limping is because she's had so many knee injuries over the last couple of years.
Yeah, well, let's hope it's nothing to do with her knee.
Well, she is standing at the end of the bench. Trainer's going to take a look at her. 5:20 left to go in the third quarter. E-Town leads at 35-23. Here's Cleaver. Gets it over to Boley. She looked at a three-pointer, wouldn't take it. Now Cecil will take it. Can't make it. Cleaver has the rebound. This foul's going to go against the Lady Trojans. And it's going to go against Chanel Roberts, and that's going to be her third foul. Into Huff, top of the key. Cecil's going to launch another three, can't make it.
Cecil's got a quick release, but I think she let that one go just a little bit too quick.
Foul on E-Town. It's going to go against Rihanna Cleaver. That's 4 fouls on Cleaver. Has not had a great game tonight, but a big rebounding presence and defensive presence for the Panthers. And under the basket is Roberts. She lays it in. So Roberts keeping North Hardin in the ballgame. A 10-point lead now for the Panthers. Here's Boley with it. Spins in the lane. Takes it up and puts it in.
Nice.
2 times in this ball game, E-Town has looked like they had lost the momentum. Boley's been able to make some big shots. And a big rebound that time for Boley.
I think Cleaver caught an elbow in the eye on the way down.
Out to Gilpin. Boley lines up a three, and she got it.
Can she do it all?
She can do it all. 4:05 left to go in the third quarter.
Aaron Boley, just an 8th grader, is putting on a show.
There is a timeout on the court. I'm not sure which team got assessed the timeout.
I think it was an official timeout for the injury, perhaps, for Brianna to come out. She caught an elbow, as I said, maybe in the eyeball.
40-25 is our score. 4:05 left to go in the third quarter of action. E-Town leads it over the North Hardin Lady Trojans. Trojans have fallen prey to the E-Town pressure all night long. This one looked like it might be again. Jones with it.
Oh.
And a big block that time by Powell. Going to the line for the Lady Trojans. It's going to be Tamea Stanford. Stanford up there, steps in and makes it. Steps up to the line, and she's got a pair. 3:53 left to go in the third quarter, and this lead is now 13 for the Panthers. And we've got another foul. It looks like it's going to be against the Trojans. That's going to be on 41, Morgan Barrick. That's going to be her third. Here's Libby Bowling bringing it up. Spins all the way around, kicks it back out to Bowling, and it's no good. Here's Powell with it. That time I thought Powell was a little out of control going in there, and they whistled Morgan Barrick, but I thought she may have had position there.
Yeah, it kind of bailed her out of that one because she had lost control of the ball and just fell into her.
So it's going to be E-Town basketball. Gilpin looking to get it in bounds, has to throw it way out to Libby Bowling. Libby's got it, drives it in and makes the basket, and a foul.
Oh, yeah. She made a good move.
They waved the basket off.
Oh.
I thought she had that.
That's the second basket they've done like that tonight. That one was definitely a basket.
We'll say that foul was on the floor, so it's going to be Gilpin inbounding for the Panthers. Gets it into Bowling. Back out to Gilpin. 3:22 left to go in the third quarter. Turnaround jumper in the lane's no good. And it's going to be over the back on Powell. That's 3 fouls on Alexis Powell. That's going to be North Hardin facing the E-Town defensive pressure again. This time they do, and they lost it out of bounds. Steve, I don't even know what to say about that. They had beaten the pressure, long pass, and just let it go.
Yeah. Well, sometimes that's what the press is designed to do. They may get it up the court, but they feel the heat still. And
40-27 is our score. E-Town leads it over North Hardin's Lady Trojans, and E-Town throws it away. And Brianna Woodson takes it all the way down and lays it in.
So far this quarter, Gary, the Trojans have outscored the Panthers 8-7.
Here's Bowley over to Gilpin and out to Libby Bowling. So Liv gets it over to Tara Gilpin. And we've got a foul on North Hardin. It's going to be against number 12, Chanel Roberts, and that's going to be her 4th. So Morgan Barrick and Chanel Roberts for North Hardin are in bad foul trouble. Checking into the ball game for the Panthers is Darian Ditto. And in for the Lady Trojans is Brianna Edmonds. Here's Bowley with it. Looks, throws it all the way down to Powell. She lays it up and she was fouled.
What's about that play, Gary? Erin Bowley got the ball, dribbled it out. She had 2 defenders between her and Alexis Powell, yet she was able to see around them and bounce it in there to her for what would have been a wide-open layup if she hadn't been fouled.
That's the 3rd foul on Taft as Powell steps up and nails it. Second shot's good, so E-Town's Panthers have made a living from the line tonight.
Oh, nice read by Bowley for the steal.
Bowling's got it. Kicks it over to Cecil.
Oh, she missed Ditto, breaking down the middle wide open.
And gave it up. She drove the basket and gave it up. And got the foul. So this has not been a good trip on the defensive and offensive end for Alexis Powell.
Powell's she's a scrapper, but she's just got to play a little bit more within herself. She's picked up 4 already.
2:06 left to go in the third quarter of action, 42-29.
Well, that was just a reach in by Libby. She needs to slide over there if she wants to stop her.
Checking into the ball game for Powell is going to be Tara Gilpin. And that foul was on Libby Bowling, and that's her 2nd foul. Here's Brianna Woodson on the baseline. Long 3-pointers on the way. Kicks off the back iron, no good. We got a rebound foul. It's going to go against the Panthers. That's going to be on Darian, and that's going to be her 4th foul, so can't make it happen at the foul line. And E-Town's got it. Libby Bowling behind the back dribble, gets it over to Bowley, and now we've got Bowley setting it up from the top of the key. And we've got another foul. This time it's going to be on Kiara Jones. That's her 3rd, I believe. That's her 4th. So 3 players with 4 fouls. But E-Town's got the same thing. Ditto, Cleaver, and Alexis Powell all have 4 fouls.
4 fouls. Fouls are mounting up. We're not even in the 4th quarter yet.
Well, I can tell you maybe what we'll do is have some pretty small teams out on the court because most of these players and most of the battling had been low So these are centers and forwards that are the big people for both teams.
Yeah.
Here's North Hardin.
Now this
stolen away by the Panthers. Here's Boley down the left-hand side. And had it kicked out of bounds by Brianna Woodson.
This weak side on this press has got to get back. But again, you know, just the mere pressure of E-Town is.
We've got a quick timeout on the court. Our score with 1:34 left to go in the third quarter of action. 42-29. E-Town leads it over North Hardin. We'll be back on KSBN. And we're back. 1:34 left to go in the third quarter of action. Our score is E-Town leads it over North Hardin's Lady Trojans, 42-29. It'll be Panther basketball. Huff at the top, drives around right-hand side. Here's Kaylin at the foul line, and she can't make it. Boley tapped at it, couldn't bring it in. Here's Jones with it, fires it to Woodson. Out to Taft, back over to Woodson, long three-pointers, no good. Boley's got the position, and she's got the rebound. 1 minute left in the third. Kaylin Cecil has not had a great shooting night tonight. She's very frustrated.
Oh, she has.
Driving down, she got the rebound, though, as North Hardin couldn't make the basket.
She looks like she's rushing it just a little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe she just needs to be a little more patient on the shot. There we go.
And a long three-pointer, and it's no good. So she has just had a hard time connecting tonight.
You know, a good shooter won't stop shooting, though. Got the confidence from Coach Mudd to put her up, and it'll come.
I believe that's going to go against Kenzie Mudd. That's her first foul. And it's going to send North Hardin through the line. It's going to be Kiara Jones. You can kind of tell, too, that Kiara Jones for North Hardin is kind of the do-it-all player. I mean, she's rebounding. She has defensive pressure out front. And she cannot make a foul shot. North Hardin came out of there with it. And it's going to be E-Town basketball. Here's up with it for the Panthers. Boley. "14 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They'll hold on to it for the last shot in this third quarter of action. Here's Mudd with it. Back over to Huff. Drives down, can't make it. And that's going to do it for the third quarter of action. 1 period left to go in this exciting game. It is E-Town 42, North Hardin Lady Trojans 29. We'll be back after this right here on KSBN. 7:14 left to go in the ball game. E-Town leads at 42-29. Here's Ditto with it.
Oh, she had Boley rolling across. Maybe should have had her. Should have hit her because she's been tough inside that lane.
Boley with a long three-pointer bounces off the front iron, and Gilpin comes up with it.
E-Town does a good job of getting a hand on the ball.
Here's Huff.
Yep.
And we've got a North Hardin foul. It's going to be on number 5 for North Hardin, Brianna Woodson. That's going to be her third. Actually, they got her for 4 fouls, so I've been way off on it all night long. Might as well just keep up my streak. Here is Huff right here at the foul line.
You know, we were talking about at the beginning of the game, Huff is starting this game. She's just a freshman, and I think she's done a pretty fine job handling the ball tonight.
I'd like to have this team of 8th graders and freshmen and sophomores that Tim Mudd has.
Yeah. He's got a great future, that's for sure.
Can't make the second, and I believe we're going to have an E-Town call, and I really don't know why. I didn't see much there. Tara Gilpin gets that one. It's going to be the second on Gilpin. Walking down to the other end to shoot the free throws is going to be North Hardin. So Barrett can't make it. Rebound, North Hardin puts it back up. E-Town comes down with a rebound, and Boley loses it out of bounds. So it's North Hardin basketball all the way out there. They were looking for that three and stolen away by Ditto. Here's Huff with it. Boley looking for that shot. Couldn't see much. Gets it back out to Huff. Now Boley cuts in the lane, and it's good. I saw her father make that shot so many times in high school. There's no way that I can tell you how many. Hundreds of times. As North Hardin lays it in. So going down the lane with Chanel Roberts. Makes it 45-31 with 5:42 left to go in the ball game. Huff's got it. As Boley rolls it in, they can't make it.
Good patience by the Panther Ball Club. Oh!
Boley had it stolen away, and
but you got to know where you're at and where your opponent's at all times.
That one is not going to go in Aaron's highlight film. Here's Powell, back over to Boley. She drives it down on the baseline, puts it up, no good. Ditto's got it and lays it in.
Ditto muscled that one in. Nice play. Oh, first casualty, Gary.
Morgan Barrick, the first soldier for North Hardin to hit the dust right here. She's going to have to go to the bench with 5 fouls. 4:53 left to go in the fourth quarter of action. 45-33 is our score with Ditto at the line for the Panthers. Steps up and makes it. Here's Taft, and Ditto steals it away, throws it long, but it's picked off by North Hardin. Boley down there with it, and she's going to get the foul.
She may get called for this one. She got a little bit too anxious.
Yeah, it's going to be on Boley, and that's going to be her second, I think.
Good hustle, and again, they got the hands all over the ball, all over the passes North Hardin's making. Ditto just got... She got a little excited and thought Boley had the run out, but she really didn't.
I think what is happening to Aaron here in this quarter is, she's had a great ball game, and North Hardin makes a shot, but what's happened is a couple of plays where she hadn't been able to hang on to the basketball and maybe trying a little bit too hard to get back on track. But Aaron's had a great scoring night tonight and carried the Panthers tonight, quite frankly, as Kaylin Cecil has not had her best game. 48-35 with 4:34 left to go in the ball game. Here's Boley, brings it up court. Gives it over to Gilpin and back out to Huff. Panthers probably content to run a little bit of clock right here. And they call Kaylin Cecil with a double dribble, and actually I didn't see it either, so had her back to me. So it's going to be North Hardin basketball. And they promptly throw it away. North Hardin in this ball game. At halftime, I think they had 12 turnovers maybe. I think by now in this ball game it's 111. 4:05 left to go in the fourth quarter, 48-35. Bully almost had it picked off again, the same spot. She drives it down the basket and lays it up. No good.
Yeah. Oh, nice pass by
and Wilson lays it in for the Trojans. Now it's an 11-point lead for the Panthers. Here's Kaylin Cecil, gets it over to Boley. This is also one of those ball games, steal by the Trojans. Takes it down and lays it up, no good, and Boley comes out there. Touched last by the Panthers. It's going to be North Arden basketball. I just don't think the Panthers are playing well at all right now.
I don't think
they got way out in this ball game, had a 20-point lead, and they just haven't played well at all.
No, they don't seem like they're in sync like they usually are. They're not just not playing as well.
Let's take a timeout right here with our score. 48-37. The Panthers lead it over the Trojans. We'll be back after this. 3:18 left to go in the ball game. Our score is Elizabethtown's 48, North Arden's Lady Trojans 37. So this ball game has tightened up as E-Town's just simply not played very well in this fourth quarter of action. Taft had it picked away and knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with North Arden. So the Panthers really need to hold on to this win tonight if possible. Here's Taft. And a nice 18-footer that time by Chanel Roberts. And cuts into this lead.
Yep.
Here's Powell with it. To Gilpin. Over to Huff. And we've got steps called. All of a sudden, Steve, this game really tightened up.
Yeah, it sure did. And you never know when a game starts getting tighter what the team leading is going to do. Are they going to stay strong and keep the lead, or are they going to tighten up and even get further behind them?
That's a drive by Woodson and cuts the lead to 7 now for the Trojans. Here's Huff. Gets it down to Cecil. Here's Gilpin with it. Out to Ditto. Ditto drives it down and lays it in.
Nice shot.
That is a huge shot for the Panthers right there. Ditto has come up with 3 baskets tonight that were huge. Rebound on the miss by Kaylin Cecil, and it's going to go over to Huff.
Wilson drove through 4 players and laid up a layup. Luckily, she missed it for the Panthers.
And we've got a hold that time on Kira Jones, and she's going to be out of the ball game.
That's a big loss for North Arden. She's been playing tight against Caitlin Cecil all night. And Caitlin, I think it's partly why Caitlin's been rushing her shot a little bit. She's had Jones on her.
Well, it's going to be Kaylin Cecil at the line for the Lady Panthers. 50-41 is our score. 1:50 left to go in this ball game. Upcoming for the Lady Panthers will be a okay Hart County team, but when you go to Hart County and Mumfordville and play, they're going to play against in front of a big crowd, and it's going to be a good ball game. So Hart County out of the 18th district. As Cecil makes her first, steps up for a second, and got it. So Kaylin Cecil needs to get that shooting touch back in this next ball game, and she will. Here North Arden drives it and lays it in. 1:35 left to go, and we've got a foul this time on North Arden. That's going to be against number 10, Tamaya Stanford. That's 2 on Stanford. Up to the line for the Panthers is Tara Gilpin. 52-43, the Panthers lead it over the Lady Trojans. And she knocks them down. So 54-43. Back out to a comfortable lead for the Lady Panthers. Here's Roberts taking it all the way down. Looks pretty good. She's a good ball player. 1 minute left to go in this contest, and Kaylin Cecil is fouled. I don't think she was fouled. I think North Hardin touched it and went out of bounds after they tackled Kaylin Cecil. Here's Huff with it. Bowley. Less than a minute left, and Bowley's got it. North Hardin's going to have to foul here. And that is going to be a foul against North Hardin. It's going to be against number 4, Zacacia Pass. And I'll tell you something about this North Hardin team. I've heard this all season long. Now that they are forced to foul, these will not be touch fouls in this ball game. They are very aggressive.
Very physical team. They're a scrappy team. They're not giving up.
At the line is Bowley, and she cans it. 56-45. E-Town leads it over the North Hardin Lady Trojans. Almost a steal for Huff. And a two-point basket by number 12, Chanel Roberts. So North Hardin's not done, and we're not either. We will be back right here on KSBN. Back to the action, and not much left in this ball game. 37 seconds to go. 56-47 is our score. The Elizabethtown Lady Panthers are looking at a big win tonight over a district rival in North Hardin. The win, if they hold on to it, which I am almost certain they will, 56-47. Elizabethtown will be 12-2 on the season, but more importantly will be 5-0 in district play. This loss will drop North Hardin to 13-4 on the season, and more importantly, North Hardin will fall to 2-2 in district play. So this is a big game for E-Town to win at North Hardin. North Hardin had already lost to Central Hardin back in the season, a team that they probably should have beaten pretty handily. So now that really does put E-Town in the driver's seat.
Yeah, it really does. I think E-Town's going to be sitting good. North Hardin's going to wish they had that game back from Central Hardin, I think, come towards the end of the year, because I really thought North would be the team to beat next to E-Town, but I'm not sure if it's not one. It could be any of the other three or four teams, really, at this point.
25 seconds left to go in the ball game. Here's a wild shot off the top of the backboard. No good, but there's a foul. That foul's going to be against Tara Gilpin. Checking into the ball game for the Panthers is Rihanna Cleaver with 4 fouls. At the line for the Lady Trojans, number 5, Brianna Woodson. And Woodson cans a pair, and it's going to be 57-49. Almost a steal by North Hardin, but Bowley comes out with it. They're going to have to foul her. Running clock right now, 15 seconds left to go. Kaylin Cecil's got it, and they foul her hard.
I'm not sure why they waited so long to foul. I mean, they're 8 points down, but you're going to foul as soon as you can.
That's 3 players fouling out of this ball game for North Hardin. 10 seconds left to go, 57-49. When we got here tonight, it was John Harden taking on North Arden's boys team in this gymnasium, and the house was rocking, but it's gotten to be a mighty quiet gymnasium since then, Steve.
Yeah, it has.
John Harden was able to win that ball game. I think the final margin was 10 points. I'll have to check that. Stepping up to the line in Canada, Cecil has it, and it's 7 seconds left to go in the ball game. North Arden's got it. Going to have to find a shot. They do. It's no good, and that'll do it for the ball game. Final score in this ball game is 59-49 as E-Town wins it over North Arden's Lady Trojans. And as we said, Steve, the reason why this ball game was so important for E-Town was the fact that they're going to be able to go 4-0 in district play, and that's going to loom huge in about 2 weeks from now.
Right. District tournament comes around, it's going to help them in the seeding, and I think more importantly, it's really going to hurt North Hart.
Well, as E-Town comes up next week, they've got a trip lined up to go down to Hart County in Mumfordville. So we'll see what happens there, but I have a feeling that they will face a pretty tough Hart County team, as Hart County out of the 18th district always plays well against E-Town.
Yeah. And they're going to have to play better than they did tonight, I think, to beat the Hart County club. And I'm sure Coach Mudd realizes that, so he's going to go back to the drawing board and work on some things in practice and try to get ready for that Hart County team.
Well, I hate to say it, but this team, the way they played tonight reminded me of when they played against Nelson County in Bardstown back several weeks ago, back in December. And I think it was December the 8th they played that ball game, and Nelson County won that game. Yeah. And E-Town just had a horrendous night of shooting. They turned the ball over. Tonight they did not shoot the ball great from the field, but credit E-Town in this one. I don't want to take too much away from them. They had a 10-point win against a team that has a bunch of wins on the season. Yeah. North Arden came into this one 13-3. So E-Town winds it up tonight as they win it over North Arden 59-49, and E-Town is a 12-2 team now and 5-0 in district play. So once again, our final score 59-49. For my broadcast partner Steve Ballard, I'm Gary Franklin. Thank you for watching Kentucky Sports Broadcasting Network. We are KSBN, and we will see you on the Glory Road. Thanks and good night, folks.